Good evening, folks, and welcome to Move and Meditate, sponsored by the Fibromyalgia Care Society of America and hosted by myself, Jewel Singletary, founding owner of Gratitude Griot LLC. So, for tonight, I want to talk about the theme of recalibrating. I'm not sure if it came to me in someone else's meditation or perhaps someone of my morning walks in the park, but the word calibrate and recalibrate kept coming back up for me. And so to calibrate means to plan carefully so as to have a precise use. And I thought, well, what's the work that we do internally? Me specifically, I asked myself this question: what's the work that I do internally to recalibrate when something is out of alignment with my core value or my highest good? And so that's a question that I'll ask to you all watching this. If you want to leave us a comment and let us know, how do you take time to recalibrate, to bring yourself back into alignment with harmony and your true self? I had an instance happen, or a situation I was involved in a couple weeks ago, and I said some really hurtful things to people that I really care about, and I knew as soon as I said them that I was reacting from a hurt place, and I knew it was wrong for me to say those things. And so I took some time out in quiet reflection and self-reflection. I meditated every morning, did my walks every morning, which is part of my normal self-care routine, but I really wanted to figure out why I responded in that way. And once I kind of got down to the root of me being triggered and responding from a hurtful place, I was able to offer myself some compassion and forgiveness, because I had been ruminating about this and feeling really guilty for almost the full 2 weeks since the situation happened. And I noticed that in that whole situation, that moment of calibration, it started with my breath. So I noticed how I was feeling in that moment. I started to be really mindful of the sensations that I was experiencing in my body. There was a tightness in my chest and like a wave of emotions that I was feeling. And had I sat with that breath for a little bit longer, I would have been able to respond with a clear head and a clear heart, and really responding from a place of my highest vibrating self that was truly in alignment with my core values. So I still have some work to do, but I just wanted to share that with you all, that no matter where we are in this journey of life, there's always going to be things that come up for us that try to take us out of alignment with who we know we are, and like who we are at our core, our most pure, truest of ourselves, right? And so it's really up to us to take a moment to step back and reflect and sit with those emotions, sit with those feelings, and then respond with a place of clarity and love. And so with that being said, we'll do some breath work in tonight's class. But before we get there, we'll start with our little bit of movement. So just start by taking a few deep breaths. It's beginning to ground yourself in your space, in your homes, wherever you're joining us at with this practice. Just use that breath to start becoming really present and aware of where you are at right now, the energy that you've brought with you to your practice this evening. We'll start our movement practice by interlacing our fingers in front of our chest. And to turn your palms out towards the screen and stretch your arms out long. Take a nice full inhale to lift both arms up high towards the ceiling. Lean over towards your right side and just gaze up at the upper part of your left arm. Bring everything back to center. Lean over towards the left side and gaze at the upper part of right arm. As you inhale, come back to center. Take your hands behind your head, stretching your elbows out wide, maybe tilting your head up towards the ceiling, pressing the back of your head into your palms. And as you exhale, draw your elbows in and your chin into your chest. Maybe seeing if you can feel this stretch all the way down to your low back. So curl your spine. Inhale, separate the elbows out wide. Exhale, lean over to right side. Inhale brings you back to center. And exhale, take a lean over towards your left side. As you come back to center, stretch your arms up high towards the ceiling. Take a little shimmy left and right, side to side. Exhale, gently let your arms fall by your sides. Take some big shoulder rolls backwards. We'll move through that one more time, interlacing your fingers in front of your chest. Turn your palms out towards the screen and stretch your arms out long. Take an inhale to lift your arms up high towards the ceiling. And exhale, lean over towards your right side and turn your head up to the left. Bring yourself back to center on the inhale. Exhale, lean over towards your left side. Head turns up towards the right. Inhale, everything back to center, hands back behind your head. Gaze up towards the ceiling, pressing the back of your head into your palms, elbows spread wide, feeling the opening across the chest. As you exhale, draw your elbows in alongside your ears, draw your chin down to your chest. Draw your belly into your spine, so can you round the whole curve of your spine. Inhale, elbows open wide. Exhale, lean over towards your right side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lean left. Bring it back to center as you stretch up and reach towards the ceiling. Take those organic shimmies left and right, side to side. Any movement that feels good for your back, your shoulders, your neck. Little snake action going here. And exhale, just lower your arms down by your sides, resting your palms on your lap. And settle back into your breath. If it feels okay for you, you can gently lower your gaze down towards the floor, closing your eyes completely if you're in a safe space. If you have to keep your eyes open, just try to focus on something that's not moving. Finding a focal point to bring your attention more internally. Or with your eyes closed, you help to reduce all of the visual stimulation. Taking your attention right straight to your breath. The most powerful recalibration tool that we have. Notice as you breathe here, has your energy shifted at all from when we took our first 3 breaths at the beginning of class? How are you feeling now? What thoughts, emotions, sensations are moving through you right now? Are you absent of any of those things and in just a really clear, calm space? Notice what that energy is in and around you. Take your attention to your breath. Starting to notice the quality of your natural breath. So your breath short and shallow. Maybe it's rapid or slow. Maybe you take long, deep, drawn-out breaths. What's the natural rhythmic flow of your inhales and exhales? When things come up for you, are you able to focus on each breath? Are you able to tune your awareness internally? How do you use your breath strategically? Always make sure that you're in alignment. Always make sure that you're in harmony. Always make sure that you're honoring your highest good. The last few minutes of class, I'd like to lead you through a guided breath exercise. This breath, we've done it here a few times in this session. This is a great breath to utilize when things come up for us, emotions, feelings, sensations. Use this breath to find those spaces of clarity. We'll exhale to release all of the air that's currently in your lungs. And we'll inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Long, slow exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue with that count without the sound of my voice. Take a shorter inhale, a brief hold, and a long, slow exhale. The count can be whatever you want it to be, whatever you need it to be. So perhaps you inhale to a count of 3, you hold, and exhale to a count of 4 or 5. You decide what the right count is for you. Sit for a few more minutes with that controlled, counted breath. And quietly, gently release the count. Return back to your normal, natural state of breath. How do you feel? What's coming up for you right now? Any thoughts, sensations, moods, or emotions? And perhaps you feel a greater sense of clarity or calm. And you're overcome by peaceful stillness right now. Just acknowledge what your energy is as we start to bring our practice to a close. You can reintroduce some movement to your practice by wiggling your fingers and your toes. And gently roll out your neck, dropping one ear down to one shoulder and then the next. Bringing everything back to center, gently blink your eyes open. And one palm to heart center and the other palm right on top of that. Just acknowledging that you've done something to bring some alignment to your mind and your body, your spirit this evening. We thank you all so much for joining us. Continue to stay safe and be well, everyone. Namaste.